Welcome to UXL, where you can learn new skills anytime and anywhere. Visit uxl.com to explore our full course selection. This lesson is part of a larger course. Check the video description below for a link to the full course where you can enroll. If you enjoy our content, please like and subscribe. For your convenience, the course cover displayed on your screen provides the complete course title and lesson title. Let's proceed with the lesson. Lesson: Selection Processes for Cross-Border Employees. Selection processes for cross-border employees are critical components of global talent acquisition strategies, particularly in the context of senior professional in human resources certification. As organizations expand their operations globally, the ability to effectively select and integrate employees from diverse cultural, legal, and economic backgrounds becomes paramount. This lesson aims to provide an in-depth understanding of the methodologies and best practices for selecting cross-border employees while highlighting the complexities and nuances involved in this process. The selection of cross-border employees involves several stages, beginning with the identification of the need for international talent. This need can arise from various factors, including the requirement for specific skills not available locally, the desire to enhance cultural diversity within the organization, or the need to establish a presence in a new market. Once the need is identified, the next step is to define the specific competencies and qualifications required for the role. This involves a careful analysis of the job requirements, considering both technical skills and soft skills such as cultural adaptability and language proficiency. One of the key challenges in the selection process is ensuring that the assessment tools and criteria used are culturally fair and unbiased. Traditional selection methods, such as interviews, psychometric tests, and assessment centers, may need to be adapted to account for cultural differences. For instance, an interview question that is open-ended and relies on self-promotion may be more challenging for candidates from cultures that value humility and collectivism. To address this, organizations can use structured interviews with standardized questions that focus on job-related competencies, ensuring a fair and consistent evaluation process. In addition to interviews, psychometric tests can provide valuable insights into a candidate's cognitive abilities, personality traits, and behavioral tendencies. However, these tests must be carefully validated for use in different cultural contexts to avoid biases. For example, a test developed in one country may not be valid in another due to cultural differences in how certain traits are expressed or perceived. Therefore, organizations should work with test providers to ensure that the tools they use are culturally appropriate and have been normed on diverse populations. Another important aspect of the selection process is the use of assessment centers, which involve a series of simulations and exercises designed to evaluate a candidate's performance in job-related tasks. Assessment centers can be particularly useful for assessing competencies such as leadership, teamwork, and problem-solving. However, like other selection tools, they must be adapted to account for cultural differences. This can involve modifying the content of the exercises to ensure they are relevant and appropriate for candidates from different backgrounds, as well as training assessors to recognize and mitigate cultural biases in their evaluations. The selection process for cross-border employees also involves practical considerations, such as work permits, visas, and relocation logistics. Organizations must navigate the complex legal and regulatory requirements of different countries to ensure that employees can legally work in their new location. This can involve working with immigration lawyers, government agencies, and relocation service providers to manage the necessary paperwork and arrangements. Additionally, organizations should provide support to employees and their families to help them adjust to their new environment, including assistance with housing, schooling, and cultural orientation. One of the most critical factors in the success of cross-border assignments is the support provided to employees and their families throughout the relocation process. Research has shown that the failure rate of international assignments can be as high as 40%, with family-related issues being a significant contributing factor. To mitigate this risk, organizations should offer comprehensive relocation packages that include not only financial assistance, but also practical and emotional support. This can involve providing pre-departure training to help employees and their families understand and prepare for the cultural differences they will encounter, as well as ongoing support through expatriate networks and mentoring programs. Cultural differences can also impact the integration and performance of cross-border employees once they are in their new roles. Organizations must foster an inclusive work environment that values and leverages cultural diversity. This involves providing cultural awareness training to both expatriates and local employees to promote mutual understanding and respect. It also requires creating opportunities for cross-cultural interactions and collaboration, such as team-building activities and social events. By promoting an inclusive culture, organizations can enhance the engagement and performance of cross-border employees, leading to better business outcomes. Performance management is another critical aspect of the selection process for cross-border employees. Organizations must establish clear performance expectations and provide regular feedback to help employees succeed in their roles. This can involve setting specific, measurable goals that are aligned with the organization's strategic objectives, as well as providing ongoing coaching and development opportunities. Additionally, organizations should recognize and reward the contributions of cross-border employees to reinforce desired behaviors and outcomes. In conclusion, the selection processes for cross-border employees involve a complex interplay of factors, including cultural differences, legal and regulatory requirements, and practical considerations related to relocation and integration. By adopting culturally fair selection methods, providing comprehensive support to employees and their families, and fostering an inclusive work environment, organizations can effectively manage the challenges of global talent acquisition and maximize the potential of their international workforce. The success of these efforts depends on a strategic and holistic approach that integrates best practices from human resource management, cross-cultural psychology, and international business. As organizations continue to expand globally, the ability to select and integrate cross-border employees will become increasingly important for achieving sustainable competitive advantage. This concludes the lesson. We trust you found this video informative and engaging. To enroll in the complete course, please use the link provided in the description below. At UExcel, we are committed to your learning journey. Each course offers a certificate of completion, online support, and downloadable resource files to enhance your experience. If you found our content valuable, we invite you to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to supporting your continued pursuit of knowledge.